The point is, this is 2 years ago, we had LGBTQIA2S plus people, I think that's the acronym, dancing around the White House, taking off their clothes. And it's now 2 years later, and we got UFC fights on the lawn. And I see some people saying, you know, there's a meme where it's like 2024 and the rainbow and the naked trans people, and on the right it's UFC. And someone, you know, they posted the meme from The Office where it's like corporate lunch and tell the difference between these two pictures. It's like it's the same picture. It's not. There's a big difference between combat sports, which have happened before at the White House, boxing match, I think more than one, and bringing on people naked and do sexual dances. There's a big difference. You can make fun of Josh Hawkins if you want and say he's saying weird conspiracies or whatever, and it's great. Whatever you want. I know a lot of people are going to laugh. Right? I'm saying you can criticize him. There's a big difference with a guy saying something and having people get naked and dance around. And it's very, very different. One is traditionally, along with America, it's a lot of stupid things to the White House. Again, I know a lot of people are like, no, it's not stupid, he's right. My point is, if the criticism is this guy's dumb, then you don't got much of a leg to stand on. This is inspirational. American flag, sporting event. This is culture building at its finest. But we got to talk about this controversy. Apparently, UFC is trying to get rid of this clip, which I give to you now.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Yo, they cut this out. Check this out. This is from the UFC with 22.5 million subscribers, right? Here's Joe Rogan coming up to Josh Hawkins to interview him. Watch what they do on YouTube.
Fuck the speech. Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, there's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now listen, Alex Pereira, I want to shama on your mama.
And then it just ends. It just fades to black before we get the grand finale, which, oh man, wait, did they get rid of it? No, what's going on? I had this pulled up, it won't play now. Tell me it's still there. They got it. No, okay, it's still there. That was weird. That was weird. Don't worry about it. No, wait. They nuked it.
Am I right?
Oh, okay, no, we got it. It's dead air. Here we go.
I want to shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Oh, man. I absolutely love it. Calm down, everybody. It's not like people actually think Michelle Obama's all. So this is the video in question that has gone massively viral, where people are claiming it shows that Michelle Obama is a man because she was dancing on Ellen, and when she was dancing, something was smacking the inside of her pants. And everyone's like, it looks like balls, you know? There's like 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? That's weird. That's all I can say. I don't know. Well, you believe whatever you want to believe. You know what I mean? Here's the Daily Beast. Trump's UFC spectacle shocks with vile Michelle Obama slur. I can't do this. I can't do this. The transphobes at Daily Beast, it is not a slur to call a wait, hold on. Hold on. Are they saying it's a slur because Michelle Obama is a trans woman and you can't call her a man? Is that what they're saying? Donald Trump's 80th birthday bash UFC fight has turned nasty with a slur against former Lady Michelle Obama. Why? Why is it a slur? If Michelle Obama was actually born a dude, what about being trans is offensive to you or should be considered offensive to them? So this is an interesting thing. I get it. If there's like, Superman, remember Superman? You got like a 6'5" guy wearing like makeup and says, I'm a woman. And you're like, you're a man? That's supposed to be insulting? But in this instance, they're just saying that Michelle Obama's transgender. They're not saying that a trans woman's actually a man. They're saying Michelle Obama is actually a man. And the insult, I suppose, that's not even necessarily an insult, but if there were to be one, it would just be that Michelle Obama is transgender. What about being transgender should be offensive to anybody? I don't know if you guys saw that video of the comedian. He's at a Pride event, and he's talking to a woman, like an actual woman. And he was like, what was like the hardest thing about transitioning for you? And she's like, she's like, I'm a woman. He's like, no, I know. But tell me about the process. Like, I never I support you. She's like, you think I'm a man? He's like, no, you're a woman. And you can see how offended she got that someone thought that she used to be a man. Like, it's all fake. It's all fake, right? So after winning his match Sunday night via TKO with Derek Lewis in the second round, it was a wild match, by the way. I thought it was all going to go in the first round. Judge Trump for having the balls to put on some ish like this, and he says, Michelle Obama's a man.
What if I told you you'll experience longer gameplay, more features hits, and higher payouts if you play at any Casino Rewards partner? At Luxury Casino, our highest win rate guarantee isn't just a tagline, it's how we choose our games. Here's what this means.
A game's win rate, also known as return to player or RTP, is a game setting that a casino can choose before a game goes live.
The exact same game can come in different win rate settings. Think of it like picking the better version of the same game, one that's built to give more back to players over time. Most online casinos, including many in Vegas, choose the lower win rate settings because it boosts their edge. We do the opposite. We always choose the highest win rate before it ever hits our lobby. So what does that mean for you? It means you're playing with the best odds, and you get more for your money. If you bet $1, you'll average around 2,750 spins at the highest setting versus about 1,300 at the lower setting. More than double the spins. That means more chances to hit features, jackpots, and experience longer gameplay. If you can play with the best odds, why would you play anywhere else? Luxury Casino Ontario. Welcome to Grand Mondial Casino, home of the Mega Money Wheel.
Mega Money Wheel is a millionaire mix brought to you by Casino Rewards. Our players are playing their favorite games at Grand Mondial Casino. Why would you play anywhere else? Install the official Grand Mondial Casino app today. Good luck.
Daily Beast amplifying transphobic slurs over here. Rogan made no comment of the remarks saying, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hawkins. The Daily Beast just commented to the White House and reps for Obama. You're just making it worse, you know what I mean? After his win, Hawkins put a medallion around Trump's neck, with the White House communication advisor Margo Martin capturing the incident. The incident? That's what you call it. Trump took Hawkins' chain off shortly after his remark about Obama. He's laughing. But a Morgan said that Trump appeared to show a half smile seconds after Hawkins' comment. Trump refused to apologize for a racist video posted on his Truth Social account in February, which depicted Barack and Michelle Obama as apes. It's not racist. And I don't care. Shut up. I'm not interested in listening. It was a meme where it was like, in the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight, and all the politicians were different animals. And they're like, yeah, but you can't make black people into monkeys. And it's like, he made like Chuck Schumer a lemur, or no, what did he make, a pig or something? He made them all animals. There was a Nancy Pelosi giraffe or something or other. It's just all exhausting. I don't care. You know the reality is, I mean, here we are talking about it, to be honest. And the left just, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what Josh Hawkins said. It's just drama for the sake of drama. It is mind-numbingly boring. Boring. That's probably the funniest thing, I guess, in a minute. Everyone's pretty bored. But I shouted to him, I thought it was funny. What do we got here? Sean Strickland got thrown out. So let's go through the drama now. I'm not super interested in talking about Sean Strickland getting thrown out. I thought it was pretty wild that he wasn't invited and then he got thrown out. That's pretty crazy. Strickland's like, he was a big Trump guy. It kind of sucks they're not on good terms. But I will say this, Trump admin's very much circling the wagon around those that are just diehard supporters, and there's no middle ground anymore. It looks like the left-right divide, honestly, is, I'm going to say it like this. You know, they're going to be mad at me because I tell you the truth. I get a call months and months ago, and they say, Tim, there's a conspiracy, right? Tulsi Gabbard's good. Joe Kent, remember when he resigned? That Joe Kent's going to resign, or he did resign, but it's intentional. He's friends with Trump. It's part of the plan. Tulsi Gabbard's going to resign. She's going to run for office. There's going to be a coalition with like RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard. You remember I talked about this, right? Guess what? Well, Tulsi Gabbard resigned. She's having to help with her husband. They were going to bring Polky in. I guess they're not going to bring Polky in now. It's weird. It's wild. And then sure enough, you know, everybody was saying, no, it's not going to happen. She's not going to resign. She's not going to run for office. It's not possible. And then she did. And I was like, now there's rumors circulating that RFK Jr. might resign. And they're denying it. It's like, it's not happening. RFK Jr. is not resigning. And I'm like, hey, man, look, I'm just telling you what I heard here in the Beltway. The idea is this, and why this matters with Strickland being removed. They are intentionally trying to build a new left-right paradigm, where Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson will represent the left. Yes, believe it or not. And I don't mean socialist or economic left. I mean the counter to Trump. You can call it controlled opposition, whatever you want. As it was described to me, the general idea is this. Donald Trump forms this coalition from moderate, like some progressive liberal, I mean like RFK Jr., for instance, and a little bit of Tulsi, to conservative. They want to shrink the Democrat progressive left. Then they want to treat them like a third party effectively and make the dominant factions in this country pro-America, but war-critical, Donald Trump supportive on war issues like that. In which case, you will get a counter to Trump in Tulsi, RFK Jr., Joe Kent, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, etc., etc. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying it looks like that's the shape of things right now. So, as it was described to me, they want a country in which it's more like Obama-Romney, but centering around MAGA, effectively. So you will get a lot of people, I mean, right now, you know, Dave Smith saying that Thomas Massey could be president. I mean, maybe you get a Gabbard-Massey ticket or something, and there's no guarantee. You know, a lot of people, they can't run as Democrats. I'm like, no, but they could be spoilers. And I'm not saying this is true anyway. It's just a rumor that I heard in the Beltway. And some pieces have lined up. Doesn't mean it's true. Coincidental. Someone could be lying. But here's our friends on the left. Here we go. Oh, we'll come back to the Cormier one. So, what is... Oh, all the tweets are just disappearing? This is annoying. I had a bunch of tweets pulled up. What's going on? Here's Melanie Diario. We have this. When kids' cancer research was deemed wasteful spending. What's the community note say? No, Trump has not spent $60 million of taxpayer dollars in the UFC fight. UFC and its parent company, TKO Group Holdings, are funding the vast majority, including the construction of the temporary octagon, production equipment, labor for many workers, food and related expenses, and it's clearly written by a British person, or someone not from North America, because we don't put a U in Homer. Derek Guy says, this is how it looks when people dress up their dog. And they're just making fun of Joe Rogan, I guess? I don't, why? And Kyle Kalinske retweeted this, is how I saw it. And I'm just sitting here being like, hey, his tie's a little short, but I'm just sitting here being like, Kyle, when did you decide just to hate your friend Joe? It's just the craziest thing. It doesn't make sense to me. This guy says, watching the UFC event, I know people love to compare America and this advent to idiocracy flippantly, but this genuinely feels like a scene from the movie. All right, let's play this. That's it? That's it? Okay. I can't pause it apparently. We can close it though. Here's Kyle Kalinske. This absolute orgy of corruption at the White House is a effing disgrace. The Kekistocracy is here. All right, let me do this. Let me pull the flyer from way back when. Let's see. They had flyers for this, but I can't find it. Oh, okay, here we go. What's this? What is this? We don't need your.
It takes a lot of waiting around outside.
Turns out, that actually pays. You're thinking, I didn't believe it at first either. But you literally download these games, play to a certain level, and they pay you. PayPal, Visa, gift cards. I think the first time I took one of the game offers because I actually like playing this kind of stuff. Now, I know a name like Free Cash isn't exactly inspiring confidence, so I looked it up. 4.7 on Trustpilot from 275,000 reviews. I think I cashed out 10 times every time it was there. But let's be real, this isn't going to make you rich, but that they cover my gas last week for games that I'm already playing anyway. $10 for signing up, no credit cards, let's move on.
All right. Guardian. Some 120 years before Trump's UFC event, a boxing match left Theodore Roosevelt partially blind. Okay. All right. Let's do this. There's been a bunch of sporting events at the White House. And the funny thing is you can't search for it now because the only thing that comes up is UFC. Sparring in the White House, Theodore Roosevelt race and boxing. There's a bunch of stories of various sporting events that have taken place at the White House. So this like fake outrage of I can't believe Trump's doing an event at the White House. Here we go. All right. I just want to point out that let me do something real quick. Politics woman. So this is Politics Girl, and I just want to say, I don't like it. You know?
Did you see this?
Caligula at the Coliseum.
Finishing 15 of those before the final bell. He is the first two-division champion with an undefeated record in year of one of the most exciting fights ever to grace the octagon. These earned 15 performance awards in 15 UFC fights. Time for the most Asian champion in UFC history.
The fighters are making their entrance for the UFC White House press conference by walking down the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by our military and random children.
Random children?
We are officially in our Roman gladiator fighting phase of the Emperor's reign. The American taxpayers are bankrolling our own destruction because history shows us that gladiator fights and spectacle games are used during the downfall of an empire to distract the people from the corruption of the state and political problems and economic inequality.
This is why guys, I'm sorry. I know you're probably as bored as I am with all of this. Lady, we had sporting events for the last 100 some odd years. Super Bowls, World Series, Stanley Cups, NBA Finals. We just had the left and the right celebrating the Knicks' victory on Saturday, and now you're acting like this. This is the one moment. We don't have one Coliseum. We have hundreds. And it's been that way my entire life. Get over yourselves. I'm just sick of the lying, the fake everything. You're not really mad. You're just trying to make content for people.
There are many famous quotes about the Roman Empire, but the one that comes to mind right
And I doubt you know even like 3.
now is, give them bread and circuses, and they will never revolt. Well, I find this revolting, and it reminds me less of the great Roman quotes and more of the Turkish proverb, when a clown moves into a palace, he doesn't become a king, the palace becomes a circus. We could have healthcare, yet we have this. And
this didn't cost that much, and it was overwhelmingly privately funded.
not for nothing, but I feel like they're trolling us by using little kids here. This is the administration hiding the evidence of the most far-reaching, child torture and sex
no.
trafficking ring in history. The administration that just had to have an emergency meeting in the Situation Room because of the information the New York Times discovered about our president and children. And it's not like the UFC is some wholesome sport. This feels more like gladiators arriving with their tributes from the emperor. I mean, hell of a birthday gift, I guess. So happy birthday, Mr. President. You have created a spectacle. And I hope you have fun. Because there is an election in November, and not all of us are distracted.
I'm tired of all of the fake. I'm tired. Look at this. Here you go. Look at that.
All right, I am now tied with my record, 14. If I get one more kill, which I probably won't now, all I need is one more kill, and I've got my record. But I just tied it, 14 kills, so.
And it's just, I'm always.
Can I get 15? It's going to be tough.
Man.
We are right at the edge here. And even if I get 15, will it count? Hard to say.
Daniel Cormier posts and deletes DMs from Eric Trump asking about rigged UFC White House fights. This is the weirdest thing ever. Seriously, this is very, very weird. Like, I'll give you the quick gist of it. So, Daniel Cormier, who is broadcasting for the event, posted these DMs reportedly from Eric Trump asking if there were any injured fighters or rigged fights because he makes some bets. He deleted it, and now both Cormier and Eric Trump are like, it's not real. What I'm going to say is this. In one of the images, it says, Eric Trump joined May 11th, 2009. My ex doesn't look like that. For me, it lists their follower count and when they joined. So people are saying it's fake because it doesn't line up with the actual design, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. What I can't say is...
Can I get back in? Can I get number 15? Most likely not, but we're going to try.
Cookie cutter conversation. Does it read like an organic conversation? Like...
We are definitely going to try. I thought I got that last guy.
So
somebody else got it, but...
I'm not going to tell you it's real or not real because honestly, I tried fact checking and I'm not entirely sure. What I will say is, if you're on the right, everyone's going to say it's clearly fake. My question then is, why did he post it? He posted and deleted it. Why did he do that? If it was fake. Honest question. It's weird. Then you've got everyone on the left saying, no, it's got to be real. Okay. My question then is, why doesn't the image line up? Why are people pointing out? So even I checked this too. That's not exactly how DMs.
One more kill. Just need one more kill.
Site or something. Make it look that way. But
all I need is one more kill. Come on.
Why post it in the first place? I mean, there's arguments for it being real in that Eric Trump was asking inappropriate questions, so he posted saying we should put, but why? I mean, honestly, like, there's nothing illegal about it. You know what I mean? He's like, did you hear, like, asking someone if he's heard anything? Not a crime. He's asking if there's public information. He's asking a guy who works in MMA who's officiating. So it's untoward, I guess. It's weird. That's all I can say. But you know what? I think it's worth bringing up for sure. Now, as to whether or not Michelle Obama is a man. That video is weird, what can I say? But that's not the kind of thing that I can fact check, nor do I really care about. All I can say is, so what if she was?
Can I get in here and get my 15th kill? Can I catch up? I'm going 440. We're going to go full throttle here, try and get us 450. Can we catch up? Can we get kill number 15? It's that simple. He's in here somewhere. You know, that kill right there might end the game, and that's what I'm worried about.
Welcome to Luxury Casino, one of Ontario's most trusted online casinos. Now with the highest win rate guarantee.
Whether you like pot collects, Vegas-style games, or tumble slots, you can choose from our exclusive collection of over 1,000 of the very best casino games on the market. Check out our live casino room for live action 24/7, or seek your next big win through our progressive. All our games.
Okay, that's got to be 15 right there. That's got to be my 15th kill. Yes! I have now beaten my personal best. Hello, who are you? Yes! 15-1. 15-3, but still 15 kills in one match. My personal best. Spartan Rages. I know I got him at least once.